ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Take 4, take 4.
3rd and long It's Newton. And he completes it to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Mike, set. 180. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready, break. Mike 5-4. Bend it. Check 5.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Crowell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete. Bernard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try to jet sweep with Nelson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Crowell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Check 24. Greystone, travel.
To throw on 2nd down. Sheldon. It's caught by Crowell.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Get it.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And some space here. And just shutting him off there. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
59. Mike's 59. Stay with your man. Check the
Now.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You must be dreaming. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go.
Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Ready? Fight to the 3.
59. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Come on.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 80 weapon.
Off the bootleg. Sheldon. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. Crowell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Check 59. I'm going to run you over.
On the run, it's Crowell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
59. I'm coming after you.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
From the 50, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Maurice Hurst just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. McCaffrey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, 88. 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
What's that? 180.
Check, 59. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Bernard. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2nd and 6. This is Crowell on the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 36-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf. Check. Watch me before. Here we go. Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheldon. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think? The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is taken at his 4. He juked him. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
To throw on second down. Sheldon, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted, 3 interceptions last week and they won. A little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
It's caught. Nelson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down, Raiders.
Ready, set. 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Jack nickel.
On first down, Crowell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. 54. Mike, 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Sheldon is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Operating from the gun. Sheldon, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Ready up.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Under 10, 10. You go tight. You got tight.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready, ready. Get ready, get ready. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
On second down now, Bernard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Hey, let go. 54, come on, 54, get it.
From the gun, Sheldon gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Bernard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Dontari Poe in on the stop. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Let's go. Kill. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Sheldon able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Let's go, baby. No turnover. Get that ball. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a carry for Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Sheldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Newton to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Hey, check. Undercrush.
Topper. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The Raiders on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Sheldon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. He's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Stop your whining.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hit it. At the Panthers' 48-yard line.
Watch twist.
Again, here's Bernard. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Sheldon. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay. And
he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Newton looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Newton now to throw. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. Muhammad. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, Bernard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock? and take care of the football. Right now, they're executing really well.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, Steve. Good job, D.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, 8.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
We want it. Come to my world. Deuce. Gun. No. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's go, defense.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit.